Ladies and gentlemen, take it or leave it. But in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. Everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Nothing in politics just happens for the sake of it. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, today met with former President Uhuru Kenyatta's sister, Christina Pratt, at Statehouse in Nairobi. That meeting was intended to achieve a specific political objective. So in this video, I want us to look at the truth, the hidden truth, and the message in that particular meeting. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. What we do on this channel is that we analyze politics in a way you can't find any other place. Like I'm sure whatever I'm about to reveal to you here, you cannot get any other place. So just subscribe now. Next time we produce a video, you get notified. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Without that support, this channel would not be here today. Now, let us look at some facts. And these facts will prove to you that this meeting is actually significant. I just want us to look at two facts only. Then I look at the message. The first fact is that when William Ruto took over the presidency of the Republic of Kenya, the first thing he did was to look for any individual who worked with Uhuru Kenyatta and who was appointed by Uhuru Kenyatta and was close to Uhuru Kenyatta. And they fired all of them. All of them. But one person was not fired. Christina Pratt. So today, Christina Pratt was at Statehouse to meet William Ruto under the pretext of being the chairperson of Board of Trustees of the National Fund for Disabled of Kenya. He fired everybody. But today, the truth is, if William Ruto did not want to meet Christina, that meeting would not have happened. If Christina did not want to meet Ruto, she would have found an excuse. Just like William Odinga refused to go to Statehouse sometimes back when Ruto was meeting members who had been appointed to the East African Legislative Assembly. So that's the first fact. The second fact is that this is the first meeting, public meeting, we are witnessing between William Ruto and the Kenyatta family after Rigathi Gachagua, Kimani Ichung'wah, and Ndindi Nyoro and Moses Kuria organized goons to raid Kenyatta's farm at Northlands. This is the first public meeting, or if you've seen any other, let me know. So it's significant because Pratt is also playing key role. In fact, she was one of the political faces when Uhuru Kenyatta first contested for the presidency and even in 2013. So the meeting at Statehouse is significant and was intended, if you ask me, to send the following messages or to achieve the following objectives. Number one, someone somewhere is trying to broker a deal between William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta. That is the fact. Whether it's going to succeed or not is something we'll have to wait for time to tell us. Because let's face it, Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto were very close friends. They fell out. Ruto became the president of the Republic of Kenya, despite the fact that Uhuru supported Raila. The fallout was taking unprecedented trajectory. The direction it was taking was bad to an extent that at some point, Ruto actually humiliated Uhuru Kenyatta when he refused to facilitate Uhuru Kenyatta's staffers who were supposed to accompany him to some event in Ethiopia. So if you ask me, someone is trying to broker a deal. And I don't want to lie to you. I spoke to someone, and the gentleman told me that several people are trying to broker a deal between Ruto and Uhuru. Uhuru is reluctant. He doesn't want anything to do with Ruto as at now. In politics, you don't rule out anything. The reason William Ruto wants to broker a deal, because William Ruto believes very strongly that it is Uhuru Kenyatta who is still sustaining Azimio and Raila Odinga through his funding. That's why you've always had Rigathi Gachagua making a lot of noise. But from today's meeting, it means someone somewhere is trying to broker a deal. And Kenyans are now talking. If Uhuru Kenyatta's sister can talk with Ruto, can go to Statehouse. She had the option of resigning. I remember there was this lady, I can't remember the name, who was an ally of Uhuru Kenyatta. She decided to resign from one of the parastatals because she felt that they were being targeted. Pratt Kenyatta ought to have resigned, but she has chosen not to resign. So someone is reaching out to the Kenyattas through this. Because let me ask you this question. Assuming today the Kenyatta family are seated on a table and Pratt is asked, where will ulienda kufanya nini Statehouse? Or if they are there, what do you think Pratt would be telling the family members on a table? That, you know, nilienda kwa Ruto, and even the photos which emerged were intended for this message. The photos which emerged from that meeting. You could see one of them had Ruto, had Kibaki, had Uhuru, had Moi. Number two, it also shows that there is a fallout within the Kenyatta family over William Ruto's presidency. That's a message is also coming out. The legitimacy. Because remember, Uhuru Kenyatta has maintained that he accepted William Ruto as the president, but his leader is none other than Uhuru Kenyatta has maintained that Ruto won the presidency. But who is his leader? Raila Odinga. Then comes your sister, goes to Statehouse, hold a meeting with Ruto. They share photos. If you check at the photos, coded message are in the photos. The body language tells it all. Yeah? Which means Christina Pratt has accepted William Ruto fully as the president of the Republic of Kenya, and that's why she went to Statehouse. That's why she took that photo. So it will be upon Uhuru Kenyatta now to accept William Ruto's presidency. So let us wait and see how it's going to turn out. And the other coded message, which is going to shock you, and I strongly believe so, is that William Ruto is actually sending a coded message to Rigathi Gachagua. What am I trying to tell you? What is Rigathi Gachagua's position on the Kenyatta family? Tell me. Let us just look at last week. Last week, Mama Ngina Kenyatta hosted Field Marshal Muthoni. And during that event, she told Kenyans to be wary of those who are calling themselves sons and daughters of Mamau because they are fake. Then Rigathi Gachagua went ahead and challenged the Kenyatta's, Mama Ngina, to agree to share the Kenyatta's land with the sons of Mamao. Who organized the raid at Northlands? Who? Let me know in the comment. Who? Who do you think organized the raid at Uhuru Kenyatta's farm? None other than the deputy president. Then he wakes up to a photo of the president with the daughter of Mama Ngina, with the sister to Uhuru Kenyatta. Tell me, let's just be fair. Tell me if that's not a coded message which is being sent to him. So Rigathi Gachagua must be worried. He could be a dead man walking. I'm just joking. I also tend to think that the other message which is coming out is that William Ruto is actually desperate for PR. He wants to convince Kenyans that things are okay. Me and the Kenyatta family, we don't have issues. And lastly, the international community. The truth of the matter is that the moment William Ruto's government, let me put it that way, raided Uhuru Kenyatta's farm, it became a serious matter internationally. Because Uhuru Kenyatta is a former president of the Republic of Kenya. If you can raid the farm of a former president and nothing happens. So the international community, especially the US government and the British government, who also supported Uhuru Kenyatta to become the president, were not happy with that move. In fact, that raid is what forced the international community to pile pressure on Ruto to agree to talks with Raila Odinga. So I tend to think that Ruto was communicating to the international community about Northlands, about the Kenyatta family. I could be wrong, but I know I'm hardly wrong. Like most people always say that Lee is wrong, you cheated us about Raila Odinga winning the presidency. Yes, Raila Odinga was meant to win the presidency. But I told you guys, and I told them, that they needed to check Wafula Chebukati. If they didn't do that, how do you blame me? I also told them that the moment Sakaja was cleared to run for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya, that was the moment Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta ought to have forgotten about the presidency. See, I said those. So if they didn't do anything, how am I getting in there? Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.